Hello everyone, welcome to EarthX 2023. My name is Gina Shear and we are in the Hello Studios podcast room, and today we have, go ahead and introduce yourself.
Peshang Hama Karim from Iraq.
I love it. And tell us a little bit about what you do. Obviously you have a nice little book or pamphlet in your hand. I'd love to know more about that and why you're here. What brought you to EarthX?
Yeah, thank you for the opportunity first of all.
Yes.
So my name is Peshang and I'm from Iraq. Now currently I'm doing my PhD in hydrology in Poland.
Oh wow.
Yeah, but my advocacy journey starts back in 2018.
Okay.
While Mr. Al Gore from the Climate Reality trained me to become a climate advocate for the planet. And after that, I thought that we need to do something for the planet.
Absolutely.
And I started to build an organization in my home country. And now we are the biggest local organization in northern Iraq. We have more than 100,000 members.
Wow.
Yeah, in a 5 million population land. So it's basically the ratio is very high.
Wow.
And when we demand something from the government, it absolutely becomes the priority of the government because the majority of voters are in that.
Sure.
So basically we are in a cooperate with the government. So we achieved many good things together. And after that, my international journey started. I worked as a volunteer for the Conference of Youth back in Glasgow in 2019, 2021, I think, yeah. And after that, I was elected to be the regional youth focal point for Northern Africa and Western Asia at the United International Federation of Youth, UNIFY, which is the youth constituency of the Water and Climate Coalition, which is basically the coalition of 13 UN entities. And there we worked to produce this.
Okay.
The Water and Climate Youth Development Plan and Agenda.
Wow.
Yeah, and we were mandated by the UN 2023 Water Conference that happened just a couple of weeks ago.
Yeah.
The last water conference happened in 1977 in Argentina.
Wow.
And since 1977, no water conference was done.
Wow.
And after the 2015, when the UN announced the SDGs goals, they realized now in 2022, they realized that SDG 6, which is clean water and sanitation, was left behind. Mm-hmm. So let's do water conference, and which we focus on water. And but again, the question came: what's the role of youth in water conference?
Right.
So we were mandated to produce an agenda, a roadmap, a blueprint that collects everything from the youth, led by youth, for the youth.
Okay.
So basically, first of all, we try to make the perception, to seek the perception of the youth around the world, and detect the level of their awareness regarding water and climate issues.
Yeah.
And after that, we formulate some key challenge about their related issues, and formulate some solutions in form of programs, policies, projects, and activities. And it's all here in this. And this manifesto, this agenda is the solution, is the proof that the stakeholders, governments, UN entities, and youth can work together hand in hand to provide a better future for the planet.
Wow.
Because, we don't have one problem of water in all the globe.
Right.
And we don't have one solution for all.
Right.
I can tell you what's my problem in Iraq, but I really don't know what's the water issue in Dallas.
Right.
But we all are agreeing that we have water issues in the world. Mm-hmm. Either it's drought or it's flood.
Right.
But that's why we need local problems solved by local solutions.
Yeah.
And regional problems solved by regional solutions. Global problems, global solutions. This all here.
Wow.
And
you and your team created this.
Yeah. And we basically we were 14 interns at the WMO, World Meteorological Organization, and we we were based in the 7 regions of the UN, 7 continents, 7 regions of the and I was responsible for the Middle East and Northern Africa. So we sent the survey to the people in that region, and we collected the input from the youth. What's your problem in your region? How can you address the problem, and how do you want to solve it?
Right.
So we collect the survey, more than 4,500 youth answered. Then we validated their answers during international conferences back in Dushanbe. We made a regional conference in Philippines, in Egypt, in Sharm el-Sheikh, the COP27, and still it continued until and we made virtual validations. And after that, a team of the expert consultants consulted and produced the book, and we scientifically published an article about this.
Congratulations,
so,
that's exciting.
You. So basically, and it's a 84 page book. It wasn't just only a bunch of kids or youth trying to demand, okay, we want this, no.
Right.
We have a problem. Okay, we all agree. Let's solve it together, hand in hand. That's why our team's name is called Unify.
Yeah.
Let's unify for water and climate. And we also produced a policy brief.
Okay.
So a 2-pager policy brief that have everything. We have the QR code for scanning all to get all the 84 page. Whoever wants, and we invited in the water conference, we invited all the UN entities and the member states. This is the solution, the manifesto. If you want to solve water crisis in your country, this is the roadmap.
That's
and
awesome.
This is the youth from your country demand this.
Yeah.
So basically, that was really great idea for me, and I feel so happy that I was part of that team.
That's awesome. Yeah, congratulations. That's not a little task to take on there. So does that guideline right there that you guys created, does that do everything from like the toxins in the water to like the water level? What is it?
Yeah.
What is it?
So basically,
what is explained there?
Basically, we have this different tiers and different pillars. So if we are talking about the stakeholders, we have different stakeholders. Okay, we have UN entities, we have member states, we have governments, we have private sectors, we have youth.
Yeah.
So from which perspective you are asking me? Okay, I'm a youth. What a youth can do. So this is the manifesto.
Right.
It had. We have different policies, programs, and activities for different sectors.
Okay.
And the key idea is that we have a problem of awareness. This is the first thing.
Absolutely. Yeah.
So the first tier starts from increasing the level of awareness until the leadership.
Okay.
So this can increase. It can empower the youth around the world to jump them, to boost them from the level of awareness to the level of leadership.
Sure.
And after that, we have key problems in the regions and key solutions that can be done. And we announced the national focal points for more than 40 countries now we have as Unify. So we give them this. So you are representing Unify in your country. You have the problems, you have the solutions. Your government knows about this. Go work with it.
That's awesome.
Yeah. So basically, this book, this is not only okay. We have the pollution of water in specific lake.
Right.
This is no,
because this is all over the world.
All over the world. You can.
So how did you even do that? Like, how did you? Since you said that your knowledge at the time was only based off of your region of where you were living. So how did you get the data to find out what the issues were in these other countries?
Yeah. So basically, we were 14. So there are 14 people like me, okay?
Yeah.
And each two of us represent a region.
Okay.
Malak Rumdani from Tunisia. I'm from Iraq. So I'm representing Western Asia. She's representing Northern Africa.
Right.
We have a Kezaya from US. So she's representing the Northern Africa. We have a guy from Mexico. So we have people representing all the regions. We have a girl from Fiji.
Yeah.
Okay. So they are all leaders in their regions, and they are all climate advocates, which have their own organization and good background.
Sure.
So throughout them, we just blast the survey to those regions, and we get inputs from them.
That's awesome. That's super cool. And what a difference it's making. That's so cool. So how can people find this document specifically?
Yep.
to figure out how to get their youth more involved within the water regulation systems, any of that. And maybe they're visiting a country and they want to know what the water system is over there. How do they tap into this document?
Yeah. Basically, as Unify, we have the global. We are working on the global level, and we are working on the regional level, and we are working on national levels. So we have national focal points, and now we have national focal points in 40 countries, and still growing. We have members throughout 160 countries.
Wow.
Yeah, and still we have a platform, unify.org, so you can just be a member, you can register yourself or your organization. So sometimes the opportunities come to us. We want to a company in X country say that I want to implement something with you. So how can we cooperate? If if we have a local organization, we will just directly contact them.
Yeah.
So whoever is a climate advocate that wants to change something for water and climate,
right?
So just go ahead, be a member of Unify, register yourself as a member or register your organization, and if and then in the website you can just have the link to the book, and you can just read it, and region specifically you can read about your region also. So what were the things mentioned, and this keeps continuing. This is sustainable because yesterday's problem is not today's problem.
Right.
Yeah. So basically, this is a sustainable project. And
so with that being said, how often are you guys making and implementing these changes that are happening on a daily basis, like you said?
Yeah. So basically, our mandate until March 2023 was to build this.
Okay.
And we did it, and we in water conference in Newark, we were present there, and we presented our output, and we gave it to all the stakeholders. But we are in the phase of finalizing the book, the first draft of the book, and
that's so fun.
Which we are working for the COP28, which will happen this year in Dubai.
Wow.
And we will be present. We will be having a strong presence there, and we will present our works because, until now, as youth, we had a problem, which this is my opinion, Peshang's opinion, okay? So we demand this, okay? But things not work like that in politics,
right?
Okay? Not every time your demand is the demand of the cabinet.
Yeah.
So, but our idea is that, okay, we have different opinions, we have different approach, but we have common values. Let's work on that. To achieve, because achieving one is better than achieving zero.
Absolutely.
So this is the policy that we are working on.
Yeah.
And in the action of the faith of the action in our work is that we have national focal points, and we are training them. So the first level was awareness level. Okay, we find funds for them, international funds. We have a fund for Africa, so we have national focal points in Africa. Okay. So gather some youth in your region.
Sure. And
this is the toolkit. So the second phase is to produce toolkits.
Yeah.
For those regions. Okay. So for Africa, Middle East, Pacifics, and Europe, Northern America, Southern America, we produce toolkits, and we have national focal points. We get funds, implement it. Yeah. So increase the level of awareness in your region, and we will find stakeholders to implement projects together with you. So this is we are doing this in the national levels.
Yeah, absolutely. You have every single level playing its part together, and you've brought those resources together to be able to make a really large impact on the world. That's awesome.
Exactly.
Congratulations on all your success. That's super exciting, and I'm excited to see the book actually come out. Tell our audience where they can find you specifically. If they have any questions for you, if they want to stay up to date on everything that you're doing, where can they stay in touch with you?
Yeah, basically with Peshang, you can find me throughout the social media, Peshang Hama Karim.
Can you spell that?
Peshang. Sorry for the...
No, you're perfect.
Yeah. So Peshang, and so if you type it, I will pop up in the first.
Love it.
Yeah, so I have my own YouTube channel. So I was planning to take a video of this tour and implement it in my country, because I also want to take all the opportunities that I get to share it with my community.
Yeah.
Peshang made it to Dallas, and so many good things.
Right.
That for some things I have seen it first time in my life. Okay, I will give you a gift which I have seen it first time. This is called seed paper.
Okay.
You put it in the soil, water it, and the daisy plant comes out. So.
Oh wow!
First,
how cool is that?
This is the first time I have seen it.
Yeah.
I'll give it as a gift to you.
Oh, thank you so much. Thank you. Very cool.
Yeah. So those things I have seen for the first time in my life. But the people in my community deserve to know that.
Right.
That's why I everywhere I go into COP, to at a conference, I take videos and increase the level of awareness in my community.
Yeah.
I show them throughout my channels and thousands of people watch it.
Yeah.
So I'm very proud of doing that to increase the level of awareness of my community.
Yeah.
And I will do so because opportunities came to me which not came for others like me.
Yeah.
But they all deserve to be here.
Absolutely.
And if not everyone can come to here, at least they deserve to watch to know what's happened here.
Yeah. Well, you're definitely being an advocate for yourself, for your family, for your country, for your friends, for the United States, with you just being here. So thank you so much for doing that. And thank you for joining us.
Thank you.
Thank you for sitting down and sharing your story and all your success.
Thank you. And my last work would be, let's unify for water and climate and let our actions flow for tomorrow because we all deserve a better tomorrow.
Yes. Thank you so much.
Thank you. Thank you so much.